All right, welcome back to Way of the Wrench, and on today's very special episode, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about windshield wiper blades, including how to change them. So give me a few minutes of your time and I will teach you how to change these on any vehicle on the planet. First thing up is, when should you be changing your wiper blade? Well, first hint up is that it is not cleaning the water off the window properly. That's your first hint. Now, if it's doing that, lift your arm up, take your finger and run it down the rubber edge, and it should feel smooth and rubbery. If it feels hard, or there's cracks, or there's chunks, or there's pieces of the rubber coming off or missing, then that is definitely a sign that these things need to be replaced. And if you don't do it soon, you might end up actually scratching an arc in your windshield, which will not be able to be fixed and will need replaced. Now, these things generally last a year or two, depending on where you are on the planet and how hard you are on them. It's places like Canada, and if you use these a lot to clear ice and snow off, then you're lucky if you can get a year out of these things. Now, it also depends on the quality of the wiper blades that you buy. So the cheaper $10, $15 wiper blades, or the ones you get free with an oil change, those tend to not last too long, 6 months to a year. And if you get something like a nice Bosch pair, they might be $40, $50, but they do last a lot longer. All right, next up, how do you know which windshield wiper blades are going to fit your vehicle? Well, I teach my students to take a tape measure and measure the length of your windshield wiper blades. In my case, this is a 20-inch, and measure both because they probably will be different. That one there is 26 inches. And then when you go to your local auto parts store, you can say, I've got a year, make, model car, I need some windshield wiper blades, and they will probably be able to just give them to you. But now you can double check that you have the right length so you're not making a trip back to the store. Now, if there isn't someone to help you, often in the aisle where these wiper blades are kept is often a book. And all you got to do is open it up, look for your year, make, model of your vehicle, and it will tell you what wiper blades will fit. And once again, before you buy them and take off out of the store, make sure you double check that they are the right lengths that you measured. Okay, now to take these windshield wiper blades off, the first step is to get the old ones off. So lift the arm up away from the window so you can access it and work on it easier. And if your car has it so the wiper blades kind of tuck in into a little hole, when the windshield wipers are off, what you can do is turn them on from inside the car and then take the key out or shut the car off mid-swipe, and then it'll kind of have the arms up on the window, and then you should be able to access them. Now, just a word to the wise that if this somehow slaps down on the glass, you could do damage, maybe even break your windshield if you don't have the windshield wiper blade there. So if you're a little bit paranoid, you can get an old towel, put it on the window. That way, if it does ever slap down during this process, it won't do any damage to your window. Now, to take the wiper blade off of the wiper arm, 90% of these vehicles are all the same nowadays. They've got a J-hook style, which I'll show you in detail once we have this off, and it's really easy to take off. Some have slight little variations on it. But what you do is you take a look at your blade and see if there's kind of like a little cap that swivels up, or there's a little indentations on the side you have to push in, or one from the top. And all that is it's a release mechanism to be able to allow you to take it off of the wiper arm. Now, for these J-hooks, it's really quite simple. Tilt it like this, and it's got to get pushed down towards the blade and so it can come out of that hook. Now, on this variation, there's two little tabs that spring around the end of the J-hook, so you just have to pull them outwards, and then this thing slides down. Okay, once you got it clear, you just go like this, turn it at an angle, and then take it off of the J-hook. Now that the wiper blade's off, you can see that the J-hook on the short arm has a little hole, or it'll have a little indent. That is just something for the wiper blade to be able to click into so that it doesn't just come off. And in some cars, you will have to have a little lever or something to depress to get it out of that indent, and then it should push down, no problem. Okay, so first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna take the blade out of the package and make sure that the length is the same. And then now that you know you have a J-hook style, it should have a little kind of curve on one end. That's right there. And so you look at this one and see where that curve is. And on this one, you can see the curve is right there. Now, this windshield wiper blade also has a little cap. So once you actually get it into there and it clicks into the J-hook, you can actually push this down, and you can see there's some side little indents that are going to grab that and make sure it doesn't come off as well. Now, windshield wiper manufacturers will make these so they fit all vehicles. So if when you take yours off, you do have some other kind of different style, which is like a bayonet style or the pin style, then they will have some adapters that come with your windshield wipers. So all you got to do is take a look at how yours looks and then put on the proper adapter according to the instructions. And it's as simple as just pulling this one off, figuring out which one you need, making sure the arrows match in this case, putting it down into the groove until it clicks. And now you have this set up for a different style that would suit your car. Okay, now to put the wiper blade on, there's a couple rules to keep this simple for you. First thing is, however you mount this, keep in mind that the rubber's got to go against the glass. Kind of simple, but could be screwed up. And then on these J-hooks, wherever that curve is, has to line up with the curve and where you're mounting it. Now in this case, there's a little cap that goes over top. So in this case, it's got to go through the cap. Then you mount it inside of that J-hook area. And then when you pull up, you should audibly hear a click. And that click is what the little plastic is going to sit in that indent and make sure that it doesn't want to come off. Okay, there's the click, and you should be able to kind of tug on it and it doesn't just fall out. Now this one also has another cap that when you swing down, it should click as well. And then once again, just give it another little wiggle, make sure this isn't wanting to go anywhere, and put it down to the glass. Okay, push these little buttons on the side to get the cap to swivel up and out of the way, like that. Find the curve of the J-hook, match it up in the orientation with the curve on the wiper arm, rubber facing down, put it through the cap, slide the arm up into that J-hook area, and pull up towards the end of the wiper arm, listening for the click. And then swing the cap down, listening for the click as well. And give it a little up and down motion, make sure it's not going to fall off. And we're all done. Again, a couple last things before you drive off is you should always check the ends of your windshield wiper blades to make sure they are still on the glass. They might be touching the plastic or touching the metal. That's a clear indicator that something is not right. And most of the time it's because you didn't match the lengths of your old wiper blades and you possibly got sold ones that are an inch or two too long. One of the last things I'd recommend too is start the car, put your windshield wipers on with some fluid, and run through the cycle to make sure they're wiping okay for you. Okay, one last tip to leave with you. If you've noticed that when you use your windshield wiper blades, even with new ones, and it doesn't go smoothly across the glass, but kind of skitters and hops and makes a noise, what's happening is your windshield wiper blade is not perpendicular to the glass. It's at an angle and forcing it to kind of hop. And what that's caused usually is if you're living in an area where there's lots of snow and you are lazy and kind of use the windshield wipers to push that bulk of the snow off time and time again, or there's ice and they've actually frozen to the window, and when you use the windshield wipers, it pauses for a second and you hear a bam, and then it frees up. That constantly happening to those windshield wiper arms will start to twist them. And so what you can do is you can take 2 crescent wrenches or 2 vice grips, and if you don't want to do any damage to the wiper arm itself, you can pad these with some electrical tape. And then what you do is you hold somewhere on the midpoint of the arm with one of these, and then further on near the end, you actually twist the metal arm in the direction that you want so that you can get the blade to be perpendicular or 90 degrees to the glass. And then once you've done that adjustment, try it out and you'll notice that that skittering is gone. All right, that's a wrap in another video from Way of the Wrench, this time on everything you need to know about windshield wiper blades. If I was able to help you out, or if you'd like to learn more about automotive repair, I would really appreciate a like and a subscribe. And if you have any questions about what I did in the video, feel free to put it down in the comment section and I will help you out as much as possible. Till next time, take it easy.